Hello everyone, one good morning to all of you. Would like to welcome to all to our this session of YouTube channel. I hope you are all good, fit, fine and well. So with the request of our one of the student named Bebo, on the request of him, we are here to discuss the modernization theory. Okay, it was a pending topic since a long time, and I promise that whenever I will get time, I will make a video on it. Now it is the time to discuss about the modernization theory. Before starting our topic, would like to tell you few things that from the syllabus point of view of SSB lecture, it is part of the political sociology. I believe it is part of the PGT syllabus and also overlap with the SSB lectures. So from there, it very important that you have to discuss this thing. Even we have discussed already in multiple sessions. Now we are here to complete the session with full-fledged. The three objectives which I am going to tell you, that the first thing, it will be helpful to understand the how the question frame with respect to the political sociology including the modernization theory. Second thing, what are the expected question can be there. Third thing, that it will be helpful quickly revise the topic for the examination of SSB lectures. Okay, so first let's start the modernization theory. What is the meaning of modernization theory? Now modernization theory, it is a idea of the Western country. Okay, that is how the main thing, they emphasize on the Western model of the development. They talk about elimination of culture, social, political barrier with a specific focus on the rationalization, secularization, differentiations. So these terms usually available with respect to the modernization, and they believe the traditional culture, the traditional belief, the social framework, and the political barriers which are detrimental to the political modernization or the development, that need to be removed. Okay, for the I would say the modernization with the help of rationalization, that reason, science, logic, birth of science. Okay, secularization means what? There is no rule of theocracy, secular. Okay, secular. Then differentiations, that is how the specialization of the functions. एमती नहीं कि जड़े ही सब काम कर, no, there is a differentiation functions, that each and every, like for example, say for example, in our political system, legislative make the law, educative implement the law, judiciary check the law which is made by legislature, and the educative. So this is how differentiation, that is how political development. Okay, in political science. So that is how the concept of the modernization believe on rationalization, secularization and differentiation with object to elimination of cultural, social and political barriers. Then now see the thinker and their idea quickly. Talcott Parson provided 5 features to the traditional society. So Talcott Parson, the one who used the system structural functional approach. So the one who used the structural functional approach, that is the Talcott Parsons. There was a question in your SSB lecture 2023, that who from where the affordable risks or the basically the David Heston borrowed the concept of the structural functional approach. So Talcott Parson provided 5 features to the traditional society, that is how particularism, collectivism, patriarchy and ascribed values. What does it means by ascribed value? That means based on the identity, caste, religion, based on the birth. Okay, not the merit. So the traditional society based on the not merit but by the hereditary, but the by birth. Okay, by patriarchy system. This is how believed by Talcott Parson the 5 features to the traditional society. Who provided the 5 features to traditional society? Talcott Parsons. Which of the following is not a feature according to Talcott Parson? That you need to remember. Then the Rostue talk about 5 stages of the economic growth. How many stages of economic growth? 5 stages of the economic growth. The first one is the traditional society. Okay, second one is the precondition for takeoff, then the takeoff process, then drive to maturity and high mass consumption. The 5 stages of the economic growth according to Rostue. Okay, so that is how the 5, the how the what is the political modernization according to Rostue? Now economic development is known as the political development. Okay, and he talks about the developing country like third world country, Asia, Africa, Latin America or including India, that need to follow the 5 stages. That traditional society, first the society is our traditional, then precondition for takeoff. What is precondition? Na, the thing to develop a country need to adopt the Western values. That is a precondition for takeoff. Then takeoff process. Takeoff process means that the country will be developed. The country will be initiate the activity, development activity. That is a takeoff process. Then drive to maturity. Then by the passage of the time, the country will reach at the mature level, at the level of maturity. Then the high mass consumption. If the high mass consumption, even the country are developing, but when they reach the high mass consumptions, or when the people of a particular country are you are based on high mass consumption, then it will be called as the your political development. Because if people will be like consume more the things and their way of life or living standard is increased, then obviously you can say it is a what, the political development or economic development. The absolute stage of the economic development or economic growth according to Rashtriya, that is a high mass consumption. The first one is your traditional society, second one is the precondition for takeoff, then the third takeoff process, then fourth drive to maturity, and fifth high mass consumption. Okay, then now this thing is clear to Talcott Parsons. Now we will switch to the Samuel P. Huntington's idea of modernization. So what is the Samuel P. Huntington idea of modernization? In his book Political Order in Changing Society, he provides the idea of modernization. So this is a question of your SSB lecture 2023. They asked that the Political Order in Changing Society, the book written by whom? Samuel P. Huntington. So Samuel P. Huntington wrote a book Political Order in Changing Society. Very, very important. Then he argued that development of an institution over the people's participation is a political institution. It is a political modernization. According to Samuel P. Huntington, what is political modernization? The development of institution. The institution, if the institution are strong, effective, for example, election commissions. If election commission is effective, if the finance commission or the UPSC, Union Public Service Commission, are effective to ensure the accountability, then automatically you can say that it is the modernization or political modernizations. Okay, people's participation is not a political modernization according to Samuel P. Huntington. He differed from the traditional scholar to the political modernization, like Rashtriya believed that economic development, but according to Samuel P. Huntington, economic development is not a political modernization. Political modernization when there is a strong institution, there is a effective institution, political institution, which is able to maintain autonomy and meet the need and requirement of the society or the state. That is how the modernization according to Samuel P. Huntington. Then Huntington provide a 9 characteristic to the modernizations. So he provide the 9 characteristic to the modernizations. So they can ask the question, who provide the 9 characteristic to the modernization? Huntington. So that could be a expected question in your SSB lectures. Then after Huntington, Lucian Pye, one of the important thinker to the modernization, he wrote a book, The Aspect of Political Development. So Aspect of Political Development wrote by Lucian Pye, and he provided the 3 level of the political development. How many level? 3 level. What are the 3 level of political development, or when we can say a country are known as political development take place? When we talk now, if it is based on the equality, capacity of political system, and differentiation. If equality, the how the political rights, right to vote, each and every people get the right to vote, that is how the political equality. Okay, political equality. Then capacity of the political system, your political system would capable enough to reach to the need and requirement of people, reach to the door of the people. That is your capacity of the political system. Say for example, currently in Tamil Nadu, huge tragedy. Okay, violence in Manipur. Currently violence in Manipur, and currently the paper leak of NEET examinations. So these are shows the incapacity of the institutions, and according to Lucian Pye, this is the detrimental to the political development. So if even the institution is exist, but the institution could be say political development there if the capacity of political system are prevail. So that is how one of the important point. Then differentiation, the different institution will do the different activity. Say for example, I don't know, but how far it is appropriate. Your national testing agency conduct every kind of examination, like it conduct the NEET medical examination, it conduct the UGC NET, the assistant professor examination. Okay, it conduct the different type of examination. But I think there must be a decentralization rather than the centralization, and there must be a differentiation of the function. For UGC NET assistant professor, there will be a specific institutions. Okay, कौन में specific institution ना, obviously the NTA the paper which make it's useless. Paper useless. For example, they ask about arrange the Lok Sabha speaker in chronological order, arrange the president in chronological order, arrange the finance commission in chronological order, arrange the chief justice of India in chronological order. Do you believe that a people those are going to be assistant professor, they need to really remember these things in chronological order? I don't think so. So that's why a professional institution for assistant professor, like-minded body should be created. Okay, and that will be justice with the UGC NET paper. So this is how differentiation is work in the every kind of functions. Okay, that is how the one thing is required here. Okay, so that is how the thing. Then next thing, important concept of the thinker, that developmental trap concept by affordable risks. You have to remember that affordable risks famous for the concept of the developmental trap. Okay, so that is how to remember. Then development syndrome, Coleman. So Coleman related to the development syndrome, that you have to remember. Okay, then similarly there was a question in your SSB lecture, I guess 2016 or 19, and one of the student reached me and asked, and this is the question about David Apter, the status of the political development. Okay, so David Apter in his book Politics of Modernization, so David Apter in his book Politics of Modernization provide a basically stages of the modernization. Okay, stages of modernization. According to Apter, there are the 4 stages of the modernization. So you will get simple question that how many stages of the modernization defined by David Apter. There are 4 stages of the political modernization in developing country according to David Apter. Okay, the first thing, the stages of the contact and control. The stages of the contact and control, the first stages of the political modernization. Second thing, the stages of reaction and counter actions. So second stages of the political modernization, the stages of reaction and counter action. Then third, the stages of contradiction and emancipations. The third stage of the modernization, the contradiction and emancipation. Then fourth, stages of the search for the new generative solutions. Okay, the stages of the search for the new generative solution. These are the 4 stages of the political modernization according to David Apter, and it's very important because it has been already asked in your SSB lecture in 2016 or 2019, I guess. Okay, then apart from that, David Apter talks about the 3 conditions for the modernizations. Like ଯେତେବେଳେ ମୁଁ କହିବି ଆମର କଣ୍ଡିସନ୍ କ'ଣ ନା SSB ଲେକ୍ଚରକୁ କ୍ରାକ୍ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ହେଲେ ନା ଆମେ ତାପସ ସାରଙ୍କର ସବୁ ଭିଡ଼ିଓକୁ ଦେଖିବାକୁ ହେବ। ତ ସେମିତି ତମେ ଏଠି କହିପାରିବ, ୟୁ କ୍ୟାନ୍ ଇନ୍ ଏ ସିମିଲର ଲାଇନ୍ ୟୁ କ୍ୟାନ୍ ସେ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ David Apter talk about the 3 conditions for the political modernization. The first, an innovative social system. A social system is based on innovative, new discovery, new explorations, new inventions. That is how innovative. Okay, the social system. Then second thing, the differentiated and flexible social structure. That the social structure, for example family, civil society, the different NGO, okay, and your school and different thing, there must be a flexibility, there must be differentiations. Okay, that the each and every social institution will be function according to the its specializations. That is how differentiation or flexible of the social structure. Then social basis for the skill and knowledge in technological advanced world. That there must be a skillful, there must be a technological advanced world. Okay, what is the technological advanced world is required for the condition of the modernization. So this is how the 3 condition for the modernization according to David Apter, that innovative social system, an innovative social system. Second, differentiation, flexible social structure. Third, social basis of the skill and the knowledge in technological advanced world. So this is how the 3 conditions required for the modernization according to David Apter. Apart from that, he also wrote a book, Introduction to the Political Analysis. Okay, Introduction to Political Analysis, the book wrote by David Apter. Then in the line Organsic, okay, A.F. Organsic wrote a book, Stages of the Political Development. Who wrote a book, Stages of the Political Development? That you need to remember, the A.F. Organsic. A.F. Organsic wrote a book, The Stages of the Political Development. Okay, and he talked about the 4 stages for the political development. For to establish a political development, with objective to establish a political development, need to introduce the 4 stages or go through the 4 stages. That is how the primitive national unification, that you have to unified. For example, Italy unified. For example, Germany unification. So first of all, the unification of the state is required. For example, when India became independent, India also unified its differentiated or its diffracted region. So for example, it is reorganized, it is try to adopt the different state like Rajasthan, Jammu and Kashmir with its entity. That is how you have to unify your state. Until unless your state are not unified, it is scattered. Even you are get independent, but your state are scattered, not unified, then it is trouble to establish the political development. The first thing, primitive national unification, first and foremost thing. Then second thing, industrialization. So you have to introduce the object of industrialization. Like I believe that after independence, that India also experienced the phenomenon of industrialization, like different 5-year plan also experienced it, witnessed the phenomenon of industrialization. That is how industrialization shows the symbol of the development. Then the national welfare. After industrialization, the India also doing different welfare activity like the Garib Hata poverty alleviation program, okay, national urban livelihood missions, then the Rajiv Abbas Yojana, okay, then different how the national welfare scheme. That is how we have to also we have to also reach or fulfill the need of the poor people, that is through the national welfare. Then abundance. What is the abundance? That this thing will be shows that the level of resource that one country is contained with itself. That is how the fourth thing, primitive national unification, then after industrialization, then national welfare, then abundance. So this is how the stages of the political development. Okay, this is all about the concept of the political modernization, and within that we have covered the important thinker like Rostwett, Talcott Parson, then we have discussed the Samuel P. Huntington, Lucian Pye, David Apter, then your F. Organskicks. Okay, so whatever thing is required for examination, all the thing I have discussed in a very detailed and depth manner. I don't think so beyond this anything required for the SSB lecture. So this is enough for our topic of modernizations. I believe this is crystal clear to all of you, and one request from my side, that do subscribe my channel if you like my effort, and do also share with your friend. Your one sharing with other will helpful to achieve my target, and you know that if I will achieve my target, then I will definitely let you help to achieve your target. So this is how win-win situation, that you will help me, I will help you. That is how reciprocal things, I believe. So this is all about from my side for the topic of modernization theory, and as it was a demanded topic, and I fulfill your demand, and whatever you require you can ping me in comment section. I will try to jot down in my list of topic. Accordingly, in our subsequent class I will try to cover it. So thank you guys, have a nice day for being part of this lesson.